Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. We are playing with the Drain Essence Death Knight. And we have made it to the Smuggler's Pass. So today we're gonna see if we can make it to Homestead. Last episode had the Steps of Torment that of course resulted in a decent number of items dropping. Some of them actually turned out to be small upgrades. So we're using slightly better gear. Now I have this Spectral War Shield with the Wrathstone moved from the old one to the new one. Bit of physical resistance on here, just effectively it sort of kind of stacks with the armor that also works against physical damage. We have a new belt. This one actually has some health and some energy regen, as well as some bit of health and physique, which just generally useful. The old shield had lightning resistance, so there's now a rigid shell in the belt to get a little bit of the lightning resistance back. Gloves, small upgrade, and there's now a small chance to trigger an ice spike on attack. Other than that, now it has decent armor, a bit of health, bit of spirit, a bit of elemental resistance. New weapon. This it's a caster weapon, no, it's a scepter. It has a small bonus to vitality and vitality decay damage. The cold and electrocute doesn't really matter too much. There's some offensive ability on here that is actually slightly useful, and a 10% chance when I get hit, so defensive chance to cast a lightning bolt in a 1 meter target area that also stuns enemies and electrocutes them. And of course last episode we already equipped this one. So now just slowly increasing the quality of gear. And that's especially this early in the game. Now that's gonna be the name of the game, really. Just a slow upgrade. It's not like the one moment where wow, you have great gear. Just you accumulate it over time. Just keep your eyes open, and whenever you get back to camp, just sort through your gear. And then after you've equipped your gear, make sure that you have a look at the components that you now require. I always go for components to fix my resistances or fix my energy regeneration as an exception in this build. But outside of that, now just try to bump your lowest resistance. And it works out rather well. So there's going to be a big troll slightly ahead of us. But I suspect that they're not really going to put up much of a fight here. Hello there, big troll. Okay, we'll just clear out all the supporters here. You have a very large telegraphed overhead swing. They're actually doing decent damage. So let's just overguard here and then just put a straw on you and suck out your life forces. Works out rather well. Even trolls can't stop us. And there's no treasure chest or anything that I can see, which is unfortunate, so we can just get on with it. This it actually takes quite a large area on the map, the journey here. But in terms of playtime, you advance pretty quickly through here. And even here, there's nothing worth looting, funny enough. And suddenly there's a lot of sunlight. But that, I think it's the last bit. We get a bit of a color shifting here. Yeah, suddenly it turns all sickly greenish. At this point we're close to the clouds. So I had another look at the skill tree, and also I had a look at mortality, the relic I was eyeing for level 35. No, just going slightly ahead of time here. But level 35 I would want to equip mortality, but hey, oh grim. So how can I help? We'll find Homestead. And we look for your sister. Cool. And we can move forward. So Mortality, level 35 relic, gives +1 to Necromancer skills, as well as a bonus to Vitality and Ether damage, and a buff that can proc that will also boost our damage even further. But you actually need reputation with the Malmouth resistance faction. So we won't be able to unlock the blueprint for that relic until we actually start playing in the expansion content, and not Malmouth resistance is actually towards the end of the expansion content. So maybe there's going to be a lucky unlock. Blueprint do drop. So especially the more heroes and bosses I defeat, the higher the chance of actually obtaining that. But no, if that's not gonna happen, then it might be until Malmouth where we'll actually unlock it. But for me that's okay. Ooh, Ictrix. With a bit of luck he'll drop a amulet. Is gonna be very nice. So let's just overguard again here and then just suck out your life force. And he did not drop anything useful. That's just bad Ictrix. Bad bug. But he had I think he gave a heal to your overguard. So actually farming Ictrix might be useful for the monster infrequent. Especially now he's relatively farmable. You can just go from the damage goals waypoint. Just walk through here a little bit and run into him. I think it was over the bridge here to get to the waypoint. Always a little confusing. And of course the heaps of rocks don't really help all that much. But no, getting back to the mortality topic, I keep getting distracted by all kinds of things in the game. But I was counting on mortality to give a +1 to a bunch of skills, so I didn't have to put skill points in them. So for the time being, we'll actually have to put some manual points in there. But no, if you have already played a character through to Malmouth and you have unlocked the blueprint, then of course using a mortality from level 35 onwards is gonna be very useful. Okay, you be vital. Yes. Can we actually get up there? Yeah, we can. Great. So blood mages, there's a bunch of vitality and blood damage going on here. But it's early on, so the damage is not too bad. Desecrated Shrine, so there's going to be some fighting and there's going to be some itsy bitsy spideys. And albino cave crawler things. And there we are. One more devotion point. So we can advance further into the behemoth. One more point, 300 health. That's actually pretty nice. Takes us to nearly 4,400 health points. I think back in the beta days, I had level 50 characters that had about this much life. I've really come around on valuing life much more than I used to. But that's one of the things in Grim Dawn. Now, if you value your life, if you value your defenses, you can make sturdy characters, and you can actually survive a lot more content than if you don't focus on the defense. Yeah, we found the sister, we found everything, so we can just tag the waypoint here, then just jump back. Actually, we can just go onwards to Homestead and then make sure to talk to the supporting dude first. That might be a better one. Okay, you're just gonna keel over. And there you are. So just a matter of following the road, heading north. Yeah, see, now just look at the map. We started in Smuggler's Pass, we went to Damage Gold, we went through here, we went all the way over there, and that's in less than 10 minutes, just traversing a large section of the map. Always, no, the progress here feels really satisfying now, really quick. Might be a small disclaimer somewhere in the corner of the map. Map might not actually be to scale. this one was apparently reflective, but no, we have enough life leech and damage shielding and things like that, that it does not really matter too much. Because we could compensate by just recovering faster. Might as well just put up a portal here, since we will have... Actually, no, we're gonna portal up and down to town, so that might not be useful. We'll see. It's always one of those things like, oh, if you wanna go back, then you have the Prospector's Trail here, but we need to be... Oh, on the map there's gonna be a braking section, so if you have a waypoint somewhere in this area, it might actually save you the walk down. So we'll see if I remember that I have a waypoint that is potentially useful for heading to the Shaded Basin. Oh yeah, we gain a level. So let's spend some points. So 5 and 5 for now. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna put some extra points into Overguard, but we can wait with that for a little bit as well. One more point in there. So next level we'll grab Siphon Souls. And I think it's going to be time to just start putting on in a couple more points in here. The Drain Essence at 6, I think that is decent for now. But we can just get the other ones to 6 as well. Because especially the Decomposition, there's quite some vitality damage that comes from it. The reduction to target's offensive ability, of course, makes enemies less dangerous, which is helpful. And no, the energy is not a problem right now. So increasing the energy drain of the skill in order to increase its power is good. And it just might make it a little faster to deal with some bosses, since they are... No, that's where you actually stand still and you're just draining the life out. So if that goes a little faster, then of course our clear speed goes up. Since regular mobs, they kind of melt. Hello there, Herath the Slaughterer. Not quite sure what you're trying to do, but you're not really succeeding at it. Yeah, for the early game, this build is incredibly overpowered. Which is nice, no? Makes you just capable of going through quickly. Let's see, some food for Devil's Crossing. Wonderful. I understand. What's the problem? Ah yes. We will clear out infestations. Isaiah, we have seen him before. Glad you made it. That's some delayed reputation bonus. Nice, vendor that has some crafting materials or something like a blessed seal, something that you won't always be able to find, so that is nice. Have a quick look. No, we're not using those shields. Bone Spike, Vitality Damage, Vitality Decay. There's some health here, Spirit, Energy Regen. Bonuses to Ravenous Earth that we don't really care about. This does have some potential. If you ignore the damage bonuses, then it is slightly worse. And I must say, I do like the idea of the defensive lightning bolt. This is going to be more of a side grade. Now the extra health is going to be nice. It's probably going to in total result in maybe 200 points of health rather than the 170 that's listed here. Spirit and energy regeneration, that is of course even more energy regen. And let's put that one at 15, and I think it's going to stay there for the time being. I'll just put it in the bag and we'll just see about it later. Let's see. Shoulder guard. +3 to cadence, we don't use it, so that is a bit of a waste. Bit of spirit, bit of physique, bit of offensive. It's a little bit of everything, but not enough of all. Though it does have a bit more armor as well as a global bonus to armor, but Astral Mantle is really, really nice. It's defensive lightning orb, that's of course pretty neat. And the energy regen and spirit bonuses are pretty nice as well. Belts, ooh. Vitality, Ether, Offensive and Drain Essence. That's a nice offensive damage package there. Percentage bonuses are rather small. And currently we have some energy regen. Again, it's one of those things that I'll just take my time to see if it works out. Having unlocked the waypoint, next point is to go back. So that is the Deadman's Gulch. Important thing here is to not speak with Ulgrim first, but speak with the other guy first. Because speaking with Ulgrim is going to teleport everyone. So if you have a chat with Colin first, tell him that his sister is dead. Then you don't have to look for him in Homestead afterwards. And now, boop, they're gone. And then we can have a chat with Ulgrim in Homestead, and that's just gonna give us more quests for going ahead. But we did drop a waypoint a little bit back, so we can use that to find our way to the shaded basin. Yeah, man. Yes. Aww. Poor rotting soldier, just so eager to get killed. Wait for me, wait for me. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. But just lots of enemies. The beasties, they can actually pack quite a punch, especially if there are plenty of them. Grobles, of course, they have shamans, so hunt the shamans, and most of the time the rest is gonna be pretty dead by the time you get there. Any Briar Thorns? Wow. If they just trickle in one at a time, we're gonna be okay. Detonation site, 3 dynamites. I'm very happy. I apparently did have it, and I actually have one more. Nice. And yeah, just some general level 31s. No, just one level above me. That's alright. So one of the nice things of heading out into this direction is that there's a couple of devotion shrines here. There's a couple of boss fights here. Dangerous roads. Oh. Oh yeah, flash warped casks. They're actually pretty decent helmets. 2 seconds reduced recharge to Warcry means you can use your Warcry more often. +2 to Warcry increases his radius by 2 meters. It's also pretty nice. This is actually a pretty nice helmet. Don't have Warcry yet, but it is a pretty nice helmet. So we'll just put that one away as well, just to keep it safe. And we'll just go on our merry way. Oh, you there. You have friends that need to die, and ooh, you have a reviver in the back. So we'll just drain essence him, and everything else just dies by virtue of... I actually forget what the skill was called. Spectral Wrath, yes, yes. It's such a nice skill. Ooh, that's a large one, but it's just a most... Ah, you are Rybark, frozen. But now here you see you're actually standing still for 5 to 10 seconds, just draining out the life. So if we increase the damage that our drain essence does, it simply goes faster, and well, we have the energy base to support that. So for the next level, that is gonna be the thing we do. And the waypoint is nearly there. Yeah, and then there's plenty of time to do the first round of questies here. So just exploring, what do you need, how can we help? We will get some venom for you. Looking to do my part, I will hunt down your Mulgara. That's, okay, that one is blocked, so we walk around. Random obstacles are random after all. Well, random within certain parameters. Okay, and then we have a lot of enemies that will just get turned into health points. I think a Drain Essence Nightblade character, so Necro Nightblade Reaper, that is called, might also be neat, simply because of the Nomadic Breath skill that you can get as a Nightblade, which just increases your movement speed and gives you health regen. That's just, I think it's going to be a nice quality of life, since well, Blitz you do need a target to run after something. And otherwise you just have increased movement speed. But maybe just investing in some gear that increases your movement speed and some devotions that increase your movement speed might not also be a bad idea. But of course in terms of devotions, my current plan has things lined up pretty much for defense first. And then, step 1, become unkillable. Step 2, kill things. That's, for hardcore, it's a pretty good strategy for actually making it till the end. Though focusing on a lot of defense might of course mean that your damage is going to suffer. But I think that's an acceptable trade-off, at least at first. And then later on you can always say like, okay, now maybe we got a little too much survivability going on, so we can just drop a constellation here, drop a constellation there. And then put things a little bit more into perspective. Okay, and we already picked up the poison gland. Cool. Then all we need is one more Mogara. So general rule of thumb for that is just stick to the go west as far as possible, and then once you are all the way at west, actually go back a little bit, and then she should be around here-ish, I think. Manticores, the white regular ones are not that dangerous. It's a pack of Manticore alphas. Those are the ones that have the potential to wreck you really hard. Since they charge you, they have a pretty high alpha strike, and there is the Mogara. Also, Witch Doctor, be gone. I don't want you healing the boss here. And there is the boss. So that is 2 questies dealt with, and we're still pretty early in the episode. Treasure chest in here, journeyman pack here. Poor old journeymans. So we'll just put a portal, go back to the Pine Barrens, and have a chat with the folks here. I have the venom. What do you want? Kill old Bloodbriar. Manticore venom, level 40. We're level 31, but this is level 40 augment. And we get a longsword that is not really all that useful for a build like this. Mogara lies dead. We will find you a Gloom Weaver. And we gain a level. And yes, so many things. So many things. So let's see. We completed this, completed that. Overguards, I had it in mind that I wanted to boost it to 6, but we don't really need it. So I think for now, we can just leave it be for a little bit. Siphon Souls, that's just a 1-pointer. For now, we'll just keep it at 1 point, it's enough. And then the next step is to just boost the damage output a little bit more. So 1 point into decomposition. Next level is a quote-unquote free level, because the energy cost doesn't go up. So we can just invest some skill points there, and I think we can put it to 5 and then also to 6, and then 7 is where the energy cost is going to go up again. So we'll do a little bit more damage now with our attack. And that is okay. So, you know what? Actually, we'll just put a cut in here. The next episode, we can go from the Jagged Waste. We can go to the Shaded Basin and to Tyrant's Hold. Just clear out that entire section. For now, though, I think we made some pretty good progress. So we'll just go back to Homestead, have a chat with Ulgrim. I don't think we actually get anything for it except for more more books. Nope, except for more questies. But that's all right. So hello there. I did what was right. More XP, black reputation. That's good. have a chat with the lady downstairs. So what do you need? Then even more reputation. Okay, that's always nice. And then kill the Dermaptron Queen. Oh, the Ethereal Amalgamation. The Dermaptron Queen is not from her, that's actually from the farmer dude. Yes. And then there's a bunch of people here that don't have quests until later. Nice thing about unlocking a homestead is of course that you get access to another smith. This one has, if you craft things here, random bonuses are 2 to 4% ether resistance, or 2 to 4% chaos resistance, or 38 to 80 health. So this is more on the tanky side, and if you have a look at your skills, most of the time ether and chaos are going to be on the lower end of your resistances. That's just the nature of how those resists work. So getting it randomly on top of some green items that you craft might not be too bad. And let's see, my rule of thumb was physique is 11 times your level. So here we would need to have about 330, 30, 40, something like that. So no, we have enough. That's 15 hard points invested into physique. So we'll just put more points into spirit, which boosts our damage and our energy regen. Right now we get 200% bonus damage, magical damage, so that affects all the vitality and ethers that we are dealing, as well as duration damage by even more. So we're doing pretty good here. Then we have some lore, but not enough to gain a level. So for now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.